Hi everybody and welcome back to Apple Cottage. This is Sandy and I am Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. Well, it's gardening together this morning and I'm going to talk about cucumbers today. And in fact, I'm actually going to give you a challenge. I was talking to my oldest daughter and she's growing cucumbers in hanging baskets this year. It frees up space in the garden. She has two different covered porches, and so that she can hang those baskets there and just be able to really easily pick the cucumbers, not to worry about that dirt is splashed on them, on the leaves, on the cucumbers. And so I've started 6 different types of cucumbers. And the first couple of them are coming up. One of them is a Market Moore 76, very common cucumber. And this one is a straight 8. Also a very common cucumber. Now I have the other ones. I have like a Longfellow, Smitter, a couple French ones. And I thought, what fun would it be if we did a challenge on how many cucumbers we could produce in hanging baskets. So I've decided to do all 6 of my different types of cucumbers in hanging baskets. And so I'm going to start the challenge today. We're going to run it all through the summer because cucumbers will just produce and produce and produce. So why not see how many we can actually get from different large hanging baskets. Now, suggestions that I would make. I would, once the plants were established in the hanging baskets, I would make sure that I was fertilizing them probably once a week. Because with the weather, when it gets hot, today, 36 degrees, it's not hot in Wyoming, but eventually it will get hot. And so you're going to have to water them every day. And when you water any kind of plants in hanging baskets, even though the soil, the potting mix that you might have put in there says that it will feed it for 3 months, it just won't. Because when you're watering, a lot of that nutrients are actually draining out. And so it's just a great rule of thumb to fertilize them once a week. That way you'll get lots of blooms, lots of cucumbers. A cucumber plant is very attractive anyway. So at this point, I'm actually going to stop the video. And I have made an animated video about cucumber challenge. And so I'm going to insert that. And then it'll pop back over here. We're popped back over here. Now, I started these in the greenhouse. You can start your cucumbers on a windowsill. You can buy cucumber seedlings at nurseries and greenhouses. That is totally up to you. But I have a lot of different varieties of cucumbers, and I use them for different things. Some of them are for pickles. Some of them are just slicers. And some of them I just pick and eat right in the garden. And so it doesn't matter what kind of cucumber you want to grow. I'd like to do that challenge. Keep track, take photographs, take videos, and keep a record of how many cucumbers you're literally getting out of that hanging basket. My daughter, I think, is doing 4 baskets, but I have 6 different kinds of cucumbers, so I'm going to do 6 baskets. And though these are growing slowly, because it's been so cold, they'll perk up. The next few days it's supposed to rise 50s and then 60s and then even 70s. And then we should be in regular springtime. And so I'm very excited about this challenge. And so Angie, thanks for the idea of growing my cucumbers in hanging baskets. Now, I've grown lots of crazy things in hanging baskets. One of my favorite things to grow in hanging baskets is morning glories. And at first, they want to go upward. And so I have to untwirl them from the hanging baskets. But then eventually the weight of them just cascades, and you have these wonderful, beautiful flowers. And so this will just be so interesting. And I think the bees will be really attracted to it because they'll see all those little yellow flowers. I think we'll have less pests and less diseases because we're growing them in hanging baskets. And so I'm starting the challenge today. We'll go all the way through September 1st. And let's just see how many cucumbers we can grow in hanging baskets. Just a quick update of what's grown in the hoop house. Some of my red noodle Chinese beans are coming up. Now these are a red bean. They are very, very long, about up to 3 feet long for the bean. And cucumber, broccoli's up. Some of the zucchinis are just about to come up. More of the pumpkins are starting to come up. You can see them popping through the soil. All at different stages, but it's been cold. Today, I was hoping it would warm up. It's still only 36 degrees. But looky here on my grafted apple trees. The leaves are pushing through, and that shows me that that graft took. So it's very exciting, and it's happening on all kinds of them. The orange rootstock is getting bigger. Garlics, apples, more and more peppers coming up. Look at all these new tomatoes all the time. Now, if it was 50, 60 degrees out or hotter, these would just explode. I still haven't transplanted those peppers just because it's just too cold. But none of these melons are up yet. Oh, I take that back. There's one coming up, two coming up. Very exciting. And things are just coming along. When the temperature gets a little bit warmer, then they'll really burst forth. But the corn's getting bigger and different things are getting bigger. And I noticed that the okra is up. 2 different kinds of okra. One of my girls just loves okra. So this is Sandy at Apple Cottage, and I hope you enjoyed the little animated video I did on the cucumber challenge. It was kind of fun. It was something different for me to try. And I will see you next time.